Good morning, y'all. Well, it's an early one. That's your boy, the Toothless Wonder, back with another video. And I'm not the YouTuber who says, God placed something on my heart or whatever. I just be trying to find stuff to talk about. Because in real life, I really don't be talking like that. But I do a lot of thinking, reflecting, meditating, analyzing. You know what I'm saying? Then I gotta, come up with, you know, conclusions about that which, I thought about or analyze, and then adopt the appropriate course of action. And I forgot the brother's name, but he was talking about what's best for children was to stay single in this current climate. And then the next way I saw the brother, pretty decent content, you know what I mean? Started going in the direction of just keeping your distance. Those who are, I don't even want to necessarily say chosen, because I don't want to use that talking point, but anyone who's just still intact as a human being spiritually. Let's say you've gone through, I mean, we all go through stuff, but your heart hasn't been soured. You know what I mean? You've been hurt, but you still care about people. You still genuinely want the best for folk. You have to understand. And he kind of, I already realized it, but to a greater degree, just, in my life journey, and especially now, um, people are playing chameleon. The average person you see, which means most when you know, engage in society, um, are, I wouldn't even say narcissistic. They're just self-absorbed because that's what this society kind of breeds and promotes. So if you get in any kind of relationship, whether it be romantic, business, so on and so forth, you're probably without wisdom gonna wind up on the short end of the stick. That's why I've adopted, and I've been done it, but just didn't realize I was, consciously moving in this way. Because sometimes I'll start doing stuff, but it might take me a period of time before I actually realize or I'm conscious that I'm doing it. Like when I stopped watching TV, it had been like 6 months before I don't watch TV anymore. Um, the ability just to walk away or to perceive how someone's moving and get out of Dodge first. Now, in this regard, it might be to my detriment, right? Say you're on a ship and and you see the ship is sinking, but nobody else knows it. As soon as I see the ship sinking, it's time for me to get off. Um, I've also used the analogy of, okay, we're going to a certain destination, so the ship isn't gonna actually, go under for a period of time. Let's say 3 days, a slow leak. It'd probably be better for me to stay on the ship while the ship is sinking and no one knows it, while I get 3 days closer to my destination and start gathering certain resources for the swim to shore. You know what I'm saying? But once I hear something over with, I'm gone. It's no sense in staying around. And I've gotten a lot better with that. However, my struggle comes into because of just natural human desire for companionship, for belonging. You know what I mean? I know in the word they talk about how like we sojourners here, aliens, and a lot of times like say yesterday was 4th of July. I don't celebrate none of that foolishness, right? But I did become a little envious because I was seeing different pockets of people enjoying, seemingly on the outside looking at, enjoying each other's company. You know what I mean? I saw people in the moment, seemingly. People having fun. I'm like, dang, yeah. I remember when I used to do that, but when I did it, kind of found it wasn't real. It was a real illusion. You know what I'm saying? It was cool at the time, but then as I continued to grow and evolve, it just became, I seen it for what it really is. But I do become, I don't know if envy is the right word, but envious of those people who can actually do that or actually have that. Even though a lot of times, especially like what I was alluding to, it'll be a whole bunch of other stuff underlying jealousy, social codependency. Um, I'll be really questioning, do these people really care about each other? You know what I'm saying? Or are they, sometimes people just stick close enough to you because they want to, see the train wreck. but I just been feeling this need to like stay away. You know what I'm saying? Um, Seen a couple of homies the day before uh, the 4th of July, and it just, it was nice that I just wanted to be social for a little bit, people I trust, even though they may be wherever they at with it behaviorally, mentally, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, darn, like this is what, when I call my, this is what I gotta go to. You know what I'm saying? And then you gotta understand, if you're quote unquote chosen, you're gonna have a spiritual target on your back. They would love nothing more, and they might not even realize it, but they would love nothing more than to take you off your path. That would make them feel like, I don't know, some type of like, I'm special because I was able to take this special person off their path, or I was able to divert them from their primary purpose. What time you go home, Otero? Today? Yeah. About 3? More? Yeah. Excuse me, I just had a little company. But just then, especially now, because with the economy and people are getting desperate, people are getting lonely. You know what I'm saying? People are grasping for anything they can, you know, do the kind of pariah kind of move on to uphold themselves. Where if, let's say, you're quote unquote chosen, you have energy to give, even though you need to be constant, make sure you got your oil in your lampstand. You know what I'm saying? Like, I use the analogy, I don't mind getting nobody a jump, but I can't, keep constantly put gas in your car though, cause then I ain't gonna have none. And then when I ain't got none, they'll laugh at me, and they'll act like they like got over on you, or they used your goodness against you. And that's another thing I done kind of peeped. Like, when people genuinely discern that you're nothing like them, and you're just like a decent human being overall, you have a certain moral code, like you're not out here looking for anybody to take advantage of or anything along those lines, they'll use that against you. Like, you'll have people who keep coming to you with problems to drain you of your resources, because they'll be like, well, his conscience or his the code that he lives by won't allow him to not help me. You know what I'm saying? And then when you stop and cut them off or perceive it, they get mad with you. Not the fact I'm mad I put myself in this situation. I'm mad you won't help me in this situation. And then, like, a lot of times, like, say me personally, I'll help. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want the help. They've actually fallen in love with the problem and the attention it gets them more than the implementation of a solution. And I don't operate. I actually used to operate like that when I ain't know no better, because I was still in addiction and drinking and so on and so forth. It's like, I got sober, and then the more I began to fall in love with information and knowledge, right? It's actually made it harder for me to deal with people outside of more than cordially. Like, hey, what's happening? Okay, now you have a good one. Bye. You know what I'm saying? And trust and believe, I wish this wasn't the case. You know what I'm saying? I wish, I could find my proverbial tribe. Maybe that happens later on down the line. But as of right now, stay away. Whoa.